Yes, the point I'm trying to make does sound counterintuitive, but hear me out. Making more money doesn't mean you're rich. Because making more money can be a fucking trap that you get stuck in. And you may get burned, you may go into debt because of the illusion of making more money. And it's something that happened to me. I got burned and I learned my lesson. Now, let me paint the scenario for you, right? Let's say you start making more money. Maybe you hit 10K in a month. Maybe you hit 15K. Maybe you hit 20K in a month. Then that lifestyle is slowly going to start to creep up on you. You're going to start to think, oh, I'm good. I could spend a couple grand on this. Oh, I'm good. I could spend a couple grand on this. Oh, I'm good. I could do this. I could do that. And slowly but surely, it starts to snowball. That lifestyle starts to get to you. And if you don't realize it, you'll fall off the deep end and you won't even know it happened. You won't even know it happened, bro. This trap has gotten so many people. It got me last year, and I'm still dealing with the repercussions of it. Like, I spend so much of the money I earned through Amazon on, things that didn't make me money, like depreciating assets, right? I spent my money on depreciating assets, and then by the time I realized, I had already gone into a little bit of debt. The main reason why this cycle is so vicious is because not a lot of people realize it, bro. Like, I didn't realize I was fucking making these errors until I got a fucking accountant. Like, let's say you're making $2,000 a month, right? And your expenses are $1,000 a month, right? And let's say you start making more money. You start making 10K a month, but your expenses increase to 5K a month. You're still kind of in the same situation. Like, I guess money is like a ratio, right? How much do you keep? How much do you spend? In the first scenario, you're keeping 1,000, or not. In the first scenario, you're keeping 50%. In the second scenario, you're also keeping 50%. But what if you started making 10K a month and you kept your expenses at 1,000? Then you're keeping 9 grand of that shit and you're investing it into something that'll make you more money rather than investing it into something that's gonna fucking depreciate, like car modifications or whatever the fuck. The idea is to increase your income and keep your expenses as low as possible. Because if you start to increase your income and you start to increase your expenses by a big amount, you're gonna stay stuck. You're gonna stay stuck in the same cycle. Like, what the smart people do, bro, is they invest that money, bro. Like, I'm gonna start buying gold. That's what I'm gonna start investing in. Now, I'll go into a small tangent about gold. It's a physical thing that's worth something and it's valuable. Because imagine the dollar crashes. The dollar is backed by gold. So if you have physical gold, you're still fucking rich. You know what I'm saying? So if you have a bunch of gold versus you have a bunch of dollars, the dollar can fall and fail, but gold is always going to be there. And I think the dollar will fall eventually, like, I don't know when, but soon. Now, going back to what I was saying, is if you start buying things that are growing in value or that hold their value, then that's how you fucking acquire wealth, bro. Wealth is not material. Wealth is not what car you're driving. Even though cars are cool, you know, an M3 Corvette would be cool. It's more about how much of the money can you keep. How much of the money can you keep, bro? If you start spending it all, you're gonna end up broke, bro. You're living like a broke person. And even right now, if you're making like $3,000 a month, the main thing you should be doing is decreasing your expenses. The more you can decrease your expenses, obviously there's living expenses that you can't fucking just get rid of, but the more you decrease it, the more you keep, the more you can invest. So instead of getting trapped in this fucking rat race that is spending and consumerism, make it out, bro. You could fucking make it out, bro. We can all make it out. It's just about spending habits and growing your income, whether that's through growing a business or going corporate, whatever you may decide to do. The main objective is to grow your income and invest it. You know, real estate, other businesses, gold, stocks, whatever. Invest the bitch. Invest the bitch, bro. Right now, I'm not really investing because I got burned by the idea of a rich lifestyle, bro. Like, I got burned. I'm not gonna lie. not gonna sit here and lie. This is my life. This is my experiences, and I'm simply choosing to share them to the public. And a lot of people wouldn't share them, but that's all right, because I'm not like other people. I'm myself. I'm Gene Rosario, John Luis Rosario Tavera. That's me, nigga. And this is what I'm choosing to do. So I'm being transparent. You know, last year I must have spent like 30K, 30 grand. I spent like 30 grand on depreciating assets, and some of them were like fixing my car, fixing my mom's car. Some of them were, you know, needed, but it's like, bro, I did not need to spend all that money. I could have invested some of that money that I made from Amazon, but no, instead I chose to fucking be a dumbass. But like, that's the point, bro. Like, I learned. I don't want you guys to go through that learning experience. Like, bro, I was young and stupid. I thought I had the world. No, brother. No, brother. That's not what happened. I fucking got burned. And now I'm getting back up. And with a new business that I think will do better. Not that I think, it will do better. It is doing better. And so, boys, don't get trapped. Don't fall into that hole, bro. Be smart, bro. When you start generating a little bit more money, be fucking smart with it, bro. Don't be a fucking idiot like me. Like, I'm the example here, boys. I'm the fucking example. I'm the one that fucked up. So look at me, bro. Look at me and be like, yo, this retard didn't learn. Or rather, this retard did learn, but rather, he learned through a bad experience. So the point of this video is for you to learn from me and not get burned. If you start making money, invest the bitch, bro. Because once you start gaining momentum, the best thing you could do is add to it. Add to that momentum. Add to that shit. And then that snowball is only gonna get bigger and bigger once you start building other sources of income. Like, bro, I remember back then I was even thinking about upgrading my car. Bro, if I would have upgraded my car, that would have been like the worst decision ever, bro. That would have been the worst decision ever. And I was thinking about doing it for like a tax deduction. But bro, like, not yet, my brother. Not yet. Not yet. I can't be doing that shit. I can't be stupid. Like, it just would have been a bad idea to fucking upgrade my lifestyle when my income wasn't really consistent. Like, sure, I was making good money from Amazon, but it wasn't on a consistent basis. Like, the hardest thing about Amazon is generating that consistency. So don't get trapped in that idea of lifestyle, boys. Live under your means until you have a 100K in the bank, man. Once you got 100K in the bank, then you can think about upgrading your fucking car, bro. But I'm gonna keep this 2004 Acura till I got 100K in the bank, brother. So let me cook, let me fucking make money, let me retire my parents, and then I'll think about upgrading my lifestyle. But right now, like, the last thing I should be doing is upgrading my lifestyle. That would be such a fucking mistake. And thankfully I went through this and learned from it. Like, I didn't have a video like this that I watched a year ago. If I did, I wouldn't have made the mistakes. And mind you, somebody will watch this video and still make the mistake of falling into a lifestyle trap. And that's okay, bro, as long as you learn your lesson and get back up. Like, you can't just stay down, and I won't stay down. So with that said, make sure not to fall into the trap, boys. And best of luck in your endeavors.